श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिने नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी चारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य विश्वतारिणे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवी सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नस्तप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोकैर्भक्तिर्भक्ति नैष्ठिकी ग्रंथराज भागवतम की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय गौर भक्तवृंद की जय. So we are reading into 7 chapter number 2. Just little bit background which you all know that Hiranya, Diti and Kashyap. So there was Diti, also Daityas, there war of Diti. There are two were very prominent, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. So Hiranyaksha was killed by Varahadevi because he took the earth to the neither land and below even the Patal Lok and people where they should go. So Varahadevi came and then lifted the earth up and then he started fighting with Hiranyaksha. He killed him. And because when he was killed by Varahadev, the Hiranyakashipu was very much enraged. He blasphemed Vishnu and instructed his demons to persecute Brahmanas and destroy Vedic culture. The demons executed the order. After performing the death rites of his brother, Hiranyakashipu spoke to his gifted relatives, some other and others. So he's talking to them, consult his relatives. So what Hiranyakashipu was telling, destroy all the Brahmanas. What happens if the Brahmanas are destroyed? There is destruction of the Yagyas, would not be the Dharmas, would not be the that will kill the demigods because they eat by the Yagyas. They will die. When they die, then there will be Vishnu will also die. They, because of the Vishnu's death, actually there would be death of all the demigods, whole culture, whole society would be destroyed. So how much importance is Yagyas? Yagyas should be done. So he is destroying all the cows, Brahmanas, the Vedas, whoever is sitting there. Activities of Anashram. He was burning cities and cut down the trees. Demons followed whatever the master is saying. So the demons are destroying the citizens, being ordered by their master. They are always fond of such activities. Kadana Priya. They like to fight. So why not? The master's order is there, let us kill. So they are setting fire to the cities, villages, gardens, fields, forests, hermitages, cow protectors, and then government capitals. They destroyed bridges, city walls, gates, and cut down fruit bearing trees. So people were very much disturbed by the repeated cases of viticulture. As the sacrifices stopped, the demigods did not get their oblations and left the heaven. So after performing this death rite for his brother Hiranyakashipu, tried to pacify his mother Diti, sister-in-law Rishabha, a wife of Hiranyaksha, his brother's wife, and his nephews. The nephews mentioned his brother had children, and they were Hiranyaksha, Sakuni, Shambhara, and others. Although angry, being a great politician, he knew how to act according to the time, place, situation. Thus he spoke with words as Hiranyakashipu speaks this philosophy. His, his philosophy is fine, just like his philosophy was taught uh, in many places. It has been taught. Although this is like Ravan is talking the philosophy very nicely. He is a learned man, but they don't take any activity. Their activity is completely demonic. And politicians talk sweet words. They may talk about devotional service, but they themselves are debauchees. Who will be able to take to their instruction? So he's telling his mother that soul is eternal. Uh, so don't. He was a hero. Heroes there. Don't lament for heroes there. The great heroes there is in front of his enemy is glorious and desirable. And he's saying that separation is inevitable. That you're separated from your son, like he's telling Ravan is telling very high philosophy to his mother. Uh, that separation would happen anyway, either you will die or he will die. If you are joined together in a family by some superior arrangement, Devi, Deva, and to get separated by their own karma, just as travelers join together at a restaurant, depart to their respective destinations after drinking water or taking their whatever nourishment they needed. The qualities of the soul is telling about this. The soul is nitya, it's eternal, it's inexhaustible, avyaya, free from material contamination. Buddha can go anywhere. Sarvagya, full of knowledge, the soul, different from the body. So he's telling all this. So our cause of entanglement in this material world is because of the ignorance and misuse of our slight independence. The soul accepts subtle and gross bodies created by the material energy. It is subjected to so-called material happiness and despair. They come and go. A tree seems to move when reflected in the water, and the land appears to move when the eyes move due to some material derangement. The bodily identification, that is linga bhavana. Then they are talking about this text number 25. When you misidentify with somebody in such a bewildered state, the jiva discriminates between people as a friend, some as an enemy. In this way, so the sansara birth, death, old age, and disease. So he's telling very high philosophy, but inside he wanted to take revenge from Vishnu because Vishnu is the one who killed his brother. So let us kill. And he said that Vishnu will automatically die if the Brahminical culture is gone. And if Krishna is gone, all the demigods will die. So in such a bewildered state, this is the text number 25. We take the text number 25. Whatever number we can go. 25 and 26 are together. Esha Atma Viparyaso इह लिंगे लिंग भावना एष प्रिया प्रियर योगो योग कर्म संस्कृति संभवस्य विनाशस्य शोकस्य विविध क्रिया विविध स्मृतः अविवेकस्य चिंता च विवेका स्मृतिर एव च. In his bewildered state, the living entity sleeping, accepting the body and mind to be the self, body and mind to be the self. Self is the soul. Consider some people to be skillsmen and others to be outsiders. Because of this misconception, he suffers indeed the accumulation of such concocted material ideas is the cause of suffering. Accumulation of such concocted material ideas is the cause of suffering. So-called happiness in the material world, the conditioned soul that thus situated must take birth in different species and work in various types of consciousness, thus creating new bodies. This continued material life is called samsara. birth, death, lamentation, foolishness, and anxiety are due to such material consideration. Thus, we sometimes come to the proper understanding and sometimes fall again to a material world, to a material conception of life. So these two verses are together. Esha Atmaviparyaso Liyalinge Linga Bhavana Esha Priya Priyer Yogo Yoga Karma Samskriti Sambhavasya Vinashasya Sukasya Vivadachmata Avivekash Chintacha Vivekasmati Eva Cha. So anyway, see how is Hiranyakashipu is telling his mother and sister-in-law, trying to pacify them. But he was completely bewildered because he wanted to kill the Supreme Lord. That is not possible. There is no purport of this text number 25, 26. We'll read text number 27. Atrapyuda harantim amitihasam puratanam yamashya pretabandhunam samadantam vibodaya. In this regard, an example is given from an old history. So now, Hiranyakashipu is telling this story. This involves a discourse between Yamaraj and the friend of a dead person. Please hear it attentively. The word itihasam puratanam means an old history. So they are talking now. Through his story, he wanted to explain to his mother Diti and his brother's wife. So he's telling uh, Itihas and Puranas. So they don't take concocted. It is there in the Itihas and Puranas. So the Puranas are not chronologically recorded, but the incidences mentioned in the Puranas are actual history of the bygone age. The Puranas is old and not written chronologically. So this is the Puran. But Itihasas are written according are according to like the birth, then how they live, how they get married, what happens, like Lord Ramchandra, Ramcharitmanas, Ramayana. That is all Itihasa. But Puranas don't have any chronological order. Srimad Bhagavatam is the Mahapurana, the essence of all the Puranas. The Mayavadis scholar do not accept the Puranas, but Srila Madhvacharya and all other authorities accept them as authoritative because history of the world. Text number 28. So Ityahas and Puranas. Here, and what happened in the old days. Kushi Narasya, Kushi Naras, king of Ushina, his name is Kushi Narasya, Rudrajya, Ishuyagya iti Vitruta, Sapatnaya, Nihato Yuddha, Gyatayas, Kama Upasane. This is happening because he was trying to pacify, but behind this, he also wanted to achieve uh, and finish all the wounds that Brahmaji had given them by austerity and how Krishna treated that wound. And still, he killed this Hiranyakashipu. So, in the state known as Kushinagar, there was a celebrity king named Suryagya. When the king was killed in battle by his enemies, his king's men sat down around the dead body, began to lament the death of their friend. So text number 29 and 31 practically together, so we will read that. विशीर्ष्ण रत्नकवचं बिभ्रष्टा भरणस्य शयं शरनिर्भीम्न हृदयं शयानं पुस्तकाविलं प्रकीर्णकेशं भ्रस्ताक्षं रभसा भ्रस्त्रं Prakirna Kesham, Dastaksham, Rabhasa, Daskadam, Rajaha Kunta Mukham, Chinna, Yudhabhujam, Vade, Kushi Narendram, Vidhina, Tata Tatam, Patim Maishya, Prasamiksha, Dukhita, Tata Sa Natiti Kareruro Bhrasham, Dhanto Muhustat, Tadayoru Tapa. Translation. His golden bejeweled armor smashed, his ornaments and garlands fallen from their places. His hair is scattered, and his eyes lusterless. The slain king lay on the battlefield. His entire body is smeared with blood, his heart pierced by the arrows of the enemy. When he died, he had wanted to show his prowess, and thus he had bitten his lips, and his teeth remained in his position. His beautiful lotus-like face was now black and covered with dust from the battlefield. His arms with his sword and other weapons were cut and broken. When the queens of the king of Kushina saw that Tuyagya, that is the name, Kushina's king of Kushina, Kushina is the state, saw their husband lying in that position, they began crying, O Lord, now that you have been killed, you also have been killed. Repeating these words again and again, they fell down, pounding their breasts at the feet of the king, dead king, Kushina's king. So, as is stated here, Ramasa Dasta Dachadam, the dead king, while fighting in anger, bit his lips to show his prowess. Just before he died, he was very, very angry, biting his lips. That we are controlled by higher authority. Our personal power or endeavor is not always supreme. We must therefore accept the position offered to us by the order of the Supreme. The order of the Supreme, things happen, we should accept them as it is, not our own concocted idea. So we will discuss or talk about these things, what and how. So he's telling them like a devotional life, like although he's a demon. So many people they talk about, although they are demon, they talk high philosophy. Oh, why you should bother? Soul is eternal. Soul does not die. Like Arjuna and Krishna is talking, and we should just. So he loved his brother. But what is this love? Atmendriya, Priti Vancha, Tare Bale Kam, Tare Bali Kam, Krishnendriya Priti Icha, Dhare Premna. Prem is to please Krishna. Krishnendriya Priti Vancha. In material world, everybody is loving their senses, or everybody love themselves, Atma. But that is to please the body or senses is not the goal. That is calm. So because we are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, all living entity also like to remain in bliss. Because Krishna is in bliss. So we want to remain. But we don't want to accept. We want to get the result, but don't want to accept certain duties. If you have certain big position, you have certain responsibilities, and you have to carry it out. But uh, they do not want to carry out. They just want to enjoy. And real bliss would come by our relationship with the Supreme Lord, not automatically. When the living entities come to the material platform, they also want to remain happy. So that is because soul is happy in relation with Krishna. That is the eternal nature of the soul, Anando Maya Bhyasa. But now it is contaminated. So rather than, so we represent that we are the body, rather than the soul does not accept that I am the spirit soul. This bodily relation, or I am the body, and the body is made of all the senses. So pleasing the senses, that is the goal of life. What is the source of happiness? It is love. The living entities once loved God and was happy. But here in the material world, we cannot know Him as we have forgotten our relationship with God. Although God is there very close to the living entity as a Paramatma, but we have turned our faces away from God. So He is ready to give instruction If we follow Paramatma's instruction, then we could go back home, back to Godhead in loving devotion service. But we are forgetting. And why we don't love Krishna? Is we cannot see him as he has. We have turned our faces away from God, the real eternal friend. That's why we do not develop love for God, but to be happy when we have to say the happy formula is we have to love somebody. So then we start loving our senses, our relatives, me, mine, anything related, even up all the way to universal relationships. But it is all selfish because I am in this universe this time. After next life, I may be in another universe. So loving that, and you may say, why not to love your country, nation? Because they are temporary. We are gone. They are not uh, our real home. Our real home is Krishna. Develop your relationship with Krishna. Now, what about to do about like mother is loving the child? That is fine. Uh, that is just an example that if your love is between a little baby who is depending on the mother, and the mother loves him, and she sacrifices many things. Like even if at midnight the child passes his stool, urine, so she provides him a dry area. So there is love, but that is also once child is not dependent on the mother, then the child acts whimsically, and mother is also the loving bond is not anymore there. Love is our eternal nature. That is there. That's why we want love. But that you cannot obtain in the material world. Material world is designated as such a way. So whomever we may love, at the end we will be disappointed. If we love our children, wife, either there is a divorce, some children also may not continue the same way as they were needing our help. The most lovable object is our body. That is we love the most. One day we also possibly we will be removed from our body, even the soul. So body also loving body is also not the important part. With death comes nothing. So in this way we are moving from one body to another, from one planet to another, since the time immemorial, searching for whom to love. So we do not know whom to love, but our loving relationship should be with develop. When we develop that, we understand that it is Krishna that we to love. Because everything else in the material world is temporary. So love is a word not to be used in the material world. In material world, it is all desire, lust. Love is there in the spiritual world. And in the material world, it is a perverted reflection known as the lust. So, so it is a little bit we experience mother's love for her child. But that is also conditional. As long as child depends on the mother has certain possession, she can use it for her child. My senses are no longer being gratified, and then my love disappears. Just like a man can appreciate his wife very much, but that can be out of love or lust. When when would it be out of love? If the man loves his wife because she is such a good person that she gets up early morning to clean the temple room and perform japa, puja to the household duties. She cooks very nicely items, and she is always engaged in Krishna conscious activity. When these good qualities are appreciated by the husband, this can also be called love. But if the man loves his wife because she is so nice, she serves him tea when he gets up at 9 a.m. and she lights his cigarettes when the wife or him or serves him a cold drink when he returns home in the evening, then his feelings for his wife are based on the fact that she satisfies his senses. And that's why he loves or she loves. That is lust, not love. Real love means to love God and his creation in relationship with God. So when you love the Lord, you love everyone because he is the central point. He is the root cause of everything. someone loves God, he automatically loves all the creatures because they're all his part. You understand? Understanding everything is his creation. If you love your family members, thinking they are yours, then there is a chance you may also hate your neighbors. If you love your country, then you will have another country that is political against your country. So you may hate to the other one. So it is all conditional. It is not according to it changes your law of whom to reciprocate with our law, which is dormant in everybody. Everybody, but one should not love himself or his senses are demigods. So how we come to this? So this Hiranyakashipu is telling very, very nice thing. जीवे प्रेमे करे यही जन सही जन jana service. So there is no need to worship God, just serve the people, jivas. By serving the people, you will serve God. But we have to have the deep feeling that what I am serving my wife, my parents. So that is not to get anything in return of that. And that won't be credit to you. The karma means without any reciprocal that we should perform. Not that you want something back from you. So path of real dharma, which is to surrender to God, become more and become more atheistic. They do not accept that there is a God. They think just serve people, that is everything. There is no need to serve God. And probably there is no God. So, Saiche Ishwar. When a real meaning of the Jiva Prem, real meaning of Jiva Prem is to serve, is to save the living entity from suffering into this material world. Real Prem means to help the living entity understand that their true identity is that they are servants of Sri Krishna. To teach them how to love him without developing that pure and unallied love to Krishna. Everyone, we should love other countrymen. You may not let them run on your way, driveway, but they also need such favorable things from you. They are expecting because our father is the same. So goal of life, uh, what are the different goals? Goal of life and how the real goal of life is to develop our love for Krishna. So if we don't love Krishna, we just love our senses and sense gratification. That is, uh, the soul is getting covered more and more. We are already in a bad situation. And if we don't take Krishna consciousness seriously, particularly this Yoga Dharma, chanting the holy name of the Lord, which is in Maharaj propagated. So we are like Ahar Nidra Bhayam Etanam Samaneta Prasubhinarana Dharmo Eko Adhiko Vishesha Dharmena Hina Prasubhisa. So these four principles that is common in both human beings and animals. The distinction between human life and animal life is that a man can search after God, but an animal cannot search for Krishna. Life's goal is not to be happy, but also life after the death. That also we have to consider. There is a life, and then we should surrender to the Lord, Supreme Lord. So this is given in every scripture. There is a life after we leave the present body. Intelligent people start preparing for their next life before it is too late. If too late, they could stay in the temple. So generally, people are worried for their welfare in this life, which is known as Ihaloka and Paraloka. Ihaloka means right here. When about the welfare for their next life, which is called Paraloka. Going to higher planets, is goal of life. But that is going to higher planet is not the goal of life. Demigods and when you Rashine Punne Mrityu Lokesh. When your Punya Rashine are diminished, then you come back to the material world. And so Brahmajyoti is the goal of life? No. For these reasons, some intelligent people do not accept heaven is the goal of life. Even Satyalok, the topmost planet in this material world, where Lord Brahma is living, is also not the goal of life. Sri Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 8, so Srimad Bhagvatam says that people they want to merge with Brahmajyoti. Like they're higher than Varnashram Dharma and go to higher planet system. That is different. Uh, but even when we go, our individuality is still maintained. The spiritual life, material life are separately because we are individual souls and it cannot be divided. Just like a green bird per, uh, purchase on a green tree, it seems that it has integrated into the tree, but the world always remains as a separate individual. The solution, soul maintains its individual existence. After staying there for a long time, the soul eventually again comes down to the material world. Yenne adunat vimukthamaninas tvayastbhavat avishuddhabudayah आरुह्य प्रच्छेद परम पदम ततः पतन्ति अधो धृत्यस्म. Oh, lotus side. Although non-duties to accept severe austerity and penances to achieve the highest position, many themselves are liberated. Their intelligence is impure. They fall down from their happiness, from their position, imagined superiority, because they have no regard for the lotus feet. So our aim is to serve the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. And if we don't have any faith in the words of the Puranas, Itihas, or what, then naturally, Ashraddhana, Ashraddhana Purusha, Dharmashasha Parantapa, Aprapya Mam Nivartante, Aprapya Mam Nivartante, Mrityu Sansar Vartmani. So some people accept any process, anything, but our real process is chanting what is given in the pages of Bhagavatam, chanting the holy name of the Lord, taking remnants of the food, reading scriptures, living in not always with wasting time with the general asat sanga tyage Vaishnava achar. So chanting, hearing, serving your relatives, serving the countrymen, so they could be part conscious. So that you could do. Just his Guru Maharaj, his aspiration was to get more bigger kingdom than even Lord Brahma. Brahma is his great grandfather. But when he sees Krishna, then he says that Swami Pratarthasmi Varannayachi. Yam Labdha Chaparam Labham Manyate Nadhikam Tad. So if one achieves the center of the lotus feet, Lord's lotus feet, one is fully satisfied and does not need to ask for any material benediction. ब्रह्मभूत सनात्मन स्वच्छति न कांक्षति सम सर्वेषु भूतेषु मद्भक्ति लभते परम. Bhaktya Mam Krishna saying in 1844 and 45, Bhaktya Mam Avijana Yavan Yashmita Putah Tato Tato Mam Tato Gyatva. So people think that there are four goals of life: Dharma, Artha, Kam and Moksha. But the Pancham Purushartha is love of God. So in the material world, Dharmasya Aparvargasya. Apavarga and Pavarga. Prabhupada was very fond of talking about Pavarga, Papa, and how it is all material. People think that Dharma, Artha, Kam, Moksha, if you just follow, then ultimately you will, when you get tired of enjoying senses, then you want to merge with Brahmajyoti. But one cannot merge with the Brahmajyoti. Then there is this power, the Parishram, hard labor. This material world, you have to work. Either you are from human being or a hog or dog or cat, you have to work very severe work so that the form will come. So per means the form. Per, per means anil. And the verb, that is bhai, we are always fearful. And what will happen next? That will happen. Ma, that is mrityu. So all these things people are there in the Shastra, but one has to be in a right way, not concocted way, taken from Sadhu Guru and Shastra. Serving the lotus feet in the spiritual kingdom, the goal of Vrindavan, that is the real goal of life. So we should know our what is goal of life, how to achieve that goal, that is Abhidheya, and what is our Sambandha. Sambandha, Abhidheya, Prayojan. The fifth goal of life is the Krishna plane. And that is given in all the Shastras. Pancham Purusharth, Krishna plane. Pancham Purusharth say, I still have a jet lag, so sometimes I fall asleep. It's not mine. The Pancham Purusharth we talk about is the love of God. That is our internal relationship. Not we talk Hiranyakashipu very philosophically, uh, but he is not following himself what he thought. There is Mayavad philosopher. They are jealous of the existence of the personality of God, and therefore the Vedanta Shastra is not actually meant for them. They cannot understand. Love of Krishna is beyond the state of liberation. The fact is taken by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then also Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is also saying that Prema hai te Krishna hai Nij Bhakta Vas Prema hai te Paya Krishner Seva Sukha Ras. The Supreme Lord who is the greatest, then the greatest became subservient to even to his very insignificant devotee because of his devotional service. Krishna protects them, just like he accepted the chariot driver for the Arjun. He took the Arjun also, was obeying everything, and he took him at the middle of the battlefield. Some people think that just becoming one with the Lord is very important. Mukti Swayam Mukalitam Sevate Sman. Srila Bilav Mangal Thakur says that if one develops love of Godhead, Mukti, that is liberation, becomes subservient and unimportant to him. Senayor Bhayor Madhye Pratham Sthapayami. Krishna executed his order. Such a such is the relationship between the Supreme Lord and uh, a devotee. That although the Lord is greater than the greatest, he is prepared to render. So what I mean to say that this is the dharma and artha, kam, moksha. This is the Pancham Purusha. Moksha, not most love of God. Many people are atheistic. Some of them they may not be atheistic, but they take to that let us enjoy more than what is available in earth. And then to karma kan and yajna, etc. Even dan. also they do. But then they're so that is they got higher planetary system. But beyond this material happiness, there is a people feel that we could merge in the effulgence of the Lord. But you cannot merge in the effulgence of the Lord. You are still separately, you are there, and you cannot enjoy. You are thrown from this yani. They want to merge in the Brahma. They know so much Shastra, but they are too much confused. They don't serve the Guru or they don't serve Krishna properly either. So that is Gyan, Gyanaka. Next to Gyan, which is Brahma Jyoti, or they are liberated, but they think that they are liberated, but Bhagavatam clearly says that they are not liberated, but they get more and more entangled. There is stress and prayer. Stress is ultimately good, prayer is immediate gratification. Some people they develop mystic powers. One person came to Prabhupada, he said that I could do so much, I could walk on the water. He said that you wasted 40, 50 years, and then we could cross over this by 1 or 2 rupees. Why to waste so much years? But people are so much blind, they want to take whatever they want. So our real goal of life, what Hiranya would be describing here, Hiranyakashipu, was loving God. But he was himself is feeling. So how one will accept this saying? Soul is separate from uh, from from Krishna. There is Paramatma, but soul is separate from the body. Just as a fire is separate from the wood, air is separate, although situated within the mouth and nostril. The sky never mixes with anything, although it's all pervading. But still, he should take care. Anyway, I will end here. Sorry, I just returned from America and jet lag and sleepy. And I was away all day. I just said 15 minutes before that what thought I have to give. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written very nice song about this. Then ye dukha, Bhuliya Tumhare, I think many of the devotees they know. Bhuliya Tumhare, Sansare Achiya, Pe Nadarita, Vyatha, Tumhara Charane, Hasiya Chiyami, Bali Badukera Katha. He's telling, he's putting himself that what is the, uh, how that one falls down into the material world. So he's saying that forgetting you, that I'm getting so many sufferings. And so he's saying that what are my sufferings? And he said that to him, get out of the suffering. I came to take shelter of the lotus feet. When I was in the mother's womb, then I was so much suffering inside the womb. Uh, then Krishna came one time and he prayed to him that please let me get out. When he comes out, uh, and he's saying that I will do your bhajan, but we don't do your bhajan. We become prey of the Maya. Maya parents, oh, so nice, so cute. And somehow, external law, we feel that that is the ultimate aim, or our ultimate aim is to serve the lotus feet of the Lord. He forgot everything, the soul, and gradually, this mortal world becomes a happy place for him. The childhood is playing with other children, then going to school. In this way, traveling, trying to earn the money, and yeah, but the chitta is always burning. Our is like burning like a fire. Why? Because we are not really happy. Real happiness is the lotus feet of the Lord. So he's praying to the Lord that I have not done your bhajan for lifelong, and my time is wasted. But now it is the old age. What would be my fate at this age? This verse Prabhupada many times translated or speaks about this song, Bhaktivinoda Thakur from Sharanagati. If you have any comments or questions about this Hiranyakashipu, how he became like a devotee, but not accepting in their life. That's he just say but does not do it. Duplicity, dhokadhari. That does not work. So knowledge is one thing, but practical application of knowledge is something else. You have to apply on yourself first. So please unmute, and if there is any questions or comments, we will discuss.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dandat Pranam. All glories to
Hare
Sri
Krishna.
Prabhupada. Hare Krishna Maharaj. Sorry, you are traveling. You just traveled. You know you're jet lag and strained and tired. Just small question. About this nice philosophical discourse by the demon. Can it be said that
Yes.
his philosophy was partial, but it was not complete? Like dharma, was his philosophy in the dharma, artha, kama, moksha ambit?
He is telling about it, that soul is eternal and takes, but he is not applying his dharma, artha, kama, moksha. That is there, but that is not all in all. Moksha is tha, but dharma, artha, and kama. You do some religiosity like varnashram, and then try to enjoy as much as possible in the material world. Go to heavenly planet or higher planet and enjoy. But then there is a liberation. Then they say that they are not happy with this dharma, artha, and calm. Calm means a desire. They cannot. Then they think that let me be liberated. So liberation here, moksha, is merged in the Brahma Jyoti. That is the Jnani or Jnanis. And then when they are tired of, they fall down. Some people they do yoga. Yoga means again by their knowledge. So Jnani Yoga. So Jnana Yoga. Uh, so they want to realize Paramatma. That is the Paramatma realization. So there is higher and higher pleasure, but it's not what the soul is looking for. Soul is looking for that the soul is part of God, part of Krishna. So unless we relate and serve Krishna, the part is to serve the whole. Just like engines one bolt, has to serve the whole. Otherwise, when it is thrown away, it has no meaning. So same thing. Our duty is to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and we are born to serve. Jivara Swarupa Krishna Nitya Das. We are eternally a servant. So your question was what exactly does it answer your question?
Yes, I'm just trying to get. So this dharma, artha, kama, moksha, these people, they also basically they are not bereft of that thinking that Ishvaroham aham bhogi siddhoham balavan sukhi. So they are still within that demonic. Some of them can still be.
Yeah, they are also. Yes, yes. Unless they really serve the lotus feet of the Lord, then they are still just in the material realm. Just following some religiosity is Varnashram Dharma. But Varnashram Dharma is different for different people. There are 8 Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, or Brahmacharya, 4 ashrams, Brahmacharya, Grahastha, Vanprastha, Sannyas, and it is different their duty. But eternal duty for every living being is to serve the lotus feet of the Lord. Unless we come to that platform, like Arjuna, although he was a Kshatriya, but he was basically a pure duty of the Lord. That's why Krishna is become a charioteer for him. So you do your worldly duty, but put the Krishna in the center, and ultimately, not that you have to renounce spiritually or anything. You don't have to renounce it. Get up Krishna consciousness and serve Krishna by your senses. Senses should not be put in touch with the sin object, but senses should be to serve the Krishna, the lotus feet of the heart. That is the real use. Now we have a body to maintain the body. You do it according to dharma, whatever needed by the body, because soul is taking the shelter of the body. That is like a vehicle. So you take to that extent that could keep the body in full, not aggravate it.
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thank you.
So, anyone else has any comments?
Hare
So,
Krishna Maharaj, my Dandavat Pranam to you. Srila Prabhupada ki
Dandavat.
jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Thank you so much, Maharaj. It's amazing that you like Partha Prabhu said, you just traveled and you're giving class. It shows that you are I don't have words to express, like in a situation beyond the bodily concept. Like I'd heard that Prabhupada ji would never get jet lag only. So you are
Yeah,
completely following in the
he's
footsteps.
completely transcendental. We are all materialistic people. Still, we are attached to so many things.
No,
But
Maharaj,
anyway,
but you're on the same.
I'm just a dirt. No. You cannot compare with Prabhupada or anybody.
Yes.
He's coming from the spiritual kingdom. We are just trying to get
Yeah. It is
touch his
amazing.
lotus feet and serve Prabhupada. But we are no one to. So anyway, please don't.
But
Don't
Maharaj, Prabhupada disciples are also very, very special, and you're his disciple. And just like, we read in the Bhagavad Gita that we need 6 hours of sleep and, minimum to survive. But Prabhupada crossed that also. 2 hours he was sleeping and taking the pain to write the books. I mean, really, you're right. He's in the transcendental level. And but we can also try, and we are seeing you and other disciples that you all are also on the transcendental level. The way, I think of my Guru Maharaj also, Jayapataka Guru Maharaj. I'm like amazed to see how, you people are completely very nicely following Prabhupada's footsteps and coming to the transcendental. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for your association. And thank you for reading the verses so we get a chance to read more and, understand with lot of Sanskrit and long this thing, which is so hard to read. But at least, we are hearing you. Thank you so much, Maharaj.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? So let us end now.
Yeah, Hare Krishna
Pancha-
Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Shri
Oh,
Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Radha
Yeah, thank you very much for the nice class, Maharaj.
I was called just this morning, but I was away all day. So I just came home and I thought, let me do the class.
No, I saw your message and that's why I could join. Yeah. Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Hope everything is all well. You got there safely.
Yes.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Came home completely. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna
Bye.
Maharaj, Dandavat Pranam, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Thank you so much for this nectarian class, Maharaj, and being so much busy and having jet lag.